Hello guys, Frost here. So today we're looking into gear and what we can do with it. So there's two sets of gear. First is weapon and armor, and then there's accessories. So first you unlock weapon and armor. Later on you unlock accessories. Gear goes from can be from blue to red. Blue can be upgraded to 4, 8, 12, 16. The cost from 12 to 16 jumps skyrockets. What you want to do when starting early on, you want to be buying your gear in shop, and you should focus on buying Juggernaut for all of your heroes. The blue gear has one substat per epic 2, 3, and 4. The substat that you're looking for would be flat attack or percent attack for your Juggernaut early on. You shouldn't be focusing on substats, but giving those substats to your main damage dealer would be crucial. Okay, afterwards you would be getting vitality gear, and that's something that you give to your healers or your melee fighters or preferably tanks. So those are the guys who should be getting them. Then the next sets are pretty straightforward, nothing special. So this is one for healers. I still like vitality more. This gives healing healing stat. This is like defense, and then critical. This is not so good. And then savage strike, which is okay because this one gives attack. And then you have wrathful onslaught, which gives rage regen. Now gear rate 1 is pretty easy. If you have mage, you should be able to reach red stage quite fast, so in first few days. So for that reason you're gonna skip all of these mostly, so you're not gonna focus on them. What you're gonna be focusing on are the red PCs, and those are Calamity, Whirlwind, Lifeform, Salvation, and Annihilating Might. So the best one would be Calamity because it provides passive bonus as attack. Then we have here attack speed, HP, then some healing, and then crit damage. Those are really good ones, and when you get to red ones, you should be starting focus farming on them to get them for your heroes. Now, for your substats, or let's say for like main stat for a weapon is always flat attack. Main stat for your chest is always flat HP. Main stat for Bangle can be crit rate, so that's like the unique one. Everything else the same. Then for your amulet, the unique one is attack speed, and then for your ring, the unique one can be rage regen. So everything else being the same. For other stats, you're looking for early game flat attack and attack. Then later on, you want to add some attack speed, and then you want to cap on crit rate and as much as possible crit damage. While you're progressing through your game, you want to be having more of those. Late game, you want to be looking into pieces who have only those 4 stats. If they don't have those 4 in combine, all of them, you just sell them. So you will be selling a lot of gear. So you have to get used to it. That's like farming, I guess, 101 for this game. And additional thing that you get when you get to red gear is ancient mythic gear, which usually procs 3 purple, 1 blue. Usually, seems to be like nerfed maybe lately, but like I don't have enough data to support that claim. But those are the ones that proc good. Otherwise, you're looking into 15 to 20 normal mythic gear to proc at least 1 good like this one. or decent, and then your substat can be going to like yellow range here, so legendary, and if they max out, they can be red. So we have some new gear now, but that's not interesting at the moment for early game players. And what you want to focus on main stat usually will be attack bonus. So maybe early game you can get flat attack, but when you transition to yellow gear, you should be focusing on attack percent, and because the attack is the most important stat early on, because you want to be able to overcome their defense, so you can actually do some damage and not be capped at 5% of your damage output. Because that's the highest cap that you can have a hero by having high defense. And then on your like usually late game you would be going attack, and then crit damage. But like early to mid game, you want to have something like crit rate, attack, or attack speed, attack, or 3 attacks is perfectly good as well. Just it's harder to get 3 attacks, it's much easier to get 1 off. So, and you don't want to get crit damage early on because you don't have enough crit. So you need like close to 100% crit for crit damage to be good. So early on, focus on attack, maybe some attack speed, and then crit rate. Now, how healing and attack speed works? It works the best as progress from 0 to onwards goes. So first 100 is really good. Second 100 to from like 100 to plus 200 is okay, but nothing substantial. And from 200 to 300 is really small boost. So same for healing effect. So the ideally you want them to be at least 100, and then you can focus on other stats as well. Rage region being the same. So early on it gives a lot of benefit, and then it falls off like a diminishing return sort of. Okay, so those are the gear, and just again focus on Volca questline because it will give you a piece of gear that's predetermined to proc everything purple. For example, if we check here out, when you upgrade a piece, it can be something that's not really desirable. So let's upgrade this one to 12. And this is okay, maybe decent, but it can be much lower. So that's why you're trying to upgrade gear first like 4 if you're struggling on cash, and then if one proc is really good, then there's higher chance that the following ones would be higher as well. And you don't want to be upgrading a gear piece that has 2% crit rate. You want at least like 15 to 20, 25, and then you can progress on other stats, for example. So that's what you can focus. And then with gear, really good option here that we have is swap. So at the beginning you will have one really good set that is from Volca questline, and then when you're doing something that you need range damage for, you swap it on a range damage dealer. Then when you're doing something where you need a melee fighter, then you swap it to a melee fighter, and that's how you just like swap around gear just so you can pass some stages. That should be done all the time early on when you're progressing. And other than that, we got this new gear that you get these mats and these ones, and when you get 20 of those, you can summon 1, or for 200 you can summon 10 times. New gear pieces, new sets. Some are upgrades, some are not so, but you don't get a lot of them. You're not gonna play with them a lot early on, so shouldn't be focusing on them a lot. Then you have an identify option. You can buy and shop for this new gear one piece that's hidden, so should be identified, and then you identify it and see what you got, just like Gamba, they want you to Gamba more. And then you have ascending, so some gear pieces, for example, the Insight can go into Infernal Roar, so you can upgrade them, and then you use these and these to upgrade them. If you're upgrading normal pieces that are not ancient, then you don't need the gold volume thingy. And early on, when you get chests with this, you should be opening red ones always, because the red ones are the best ones, and there's like your bottleneck there. And that's it. That's pretty much it from options. You have recast. That's like a super limited thing. You can get one of the gear pieces that didn't proc really good. So let's find something. I mean, I normally sell everything that's not really good, but this one is pretty bad. So you can just recast it for like 500,000 gold, which is nothing late game. And one of those you can re-roll them once more and see if it procs good. And that's pretty much it. Should be used on something that is super mega good, so 4 primer stats that you want, and then 4 substats that all of them you want and you don't have on another gear piece. This is really scarce, so should be used with caution. And yeah, that's it. The last thing that I go through is like a filter, so that's pretty good. So if you click on a gear piece, it will show you the filtering for that gear piece. Then you can choose here the gear set that gear you're looking for is at. For example, I like Mana Spring set, so you look for Mana Spring set, and then additionally, then I want to equip my tank, so I'm looking for like HP, and then as a main stat, and then because it's a Mana Spring, you want a lot of attacks and you want a lot of rage regen. And then see, this one is pretty bad, but that's pretty much it that I have. Or this one with HP, rage, and attack speed, and then I can equip it on my hero that I have. So that's how you use it when you're upgrading your gear. So you can reset here to default, and then when you're upgrading your gear, you can hide enhanced. So you just get these gears that are not upgraded, so you don't have to scroll every time. You were able to go like this for like 30 seconds just to be able to click on this one. So annoying, but then they fixed it. And from early game sets, this one with cost reduction could be interesting as well. That on a side note, because on like Decimus, who doesn't care about stats, being 1 cost less on some heroes is really good. So that's something you can keep in mind. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Just in the end, remember, when we catch them all, we still need to play the game. So keep some red crystals for stamina. Don't spend all on summoning, guys. Cheers. Bye bye.